It is fairly well accepted that strategically coherent bundles of human resource management practices lead to higher organizational performance. It appears that HRM systems are directly related to organizational performance, and also that they affect performance through improved human capital, employee attitudes and motivation, and better operational outcomes. However, we know much less about how study characteristics moderate the relationship. Our paper is a meta-analysis that looks at three study characteristics, namely, the number of key informants, hierarchical level of key informants, and the average size of the sampled organizations. To illustrate, we introduce two made-up companies. Think of these companies as potential participants in any of the studies that are included in our meta-analysis. Adam works for Kimmel, Harder & Groin, a mid-sized law firm that has about 300 employees. At KH&I, Adam manages the office. He participates in the firm's annual strategic management retreat, so he is aware that the company has a focus on continuous development of employee knowledge and skills, and compensating slightly above market average. Biff works for Supergiant Mega International, a large firm with many businesses and about 30,000 employees around the globe. Biff is Chief Operations Officer for Supergiant Mega. He has 18 executive managers directly reporting to him, one from each of SGM's 18 subsidiaries. Study Characteristic 1. In any company, calculating scores based on the average of multiple surveys from multiple informants would be expected to result in a more valid test than using just one. If nothing else, this should be true just because of more reliable measurement. Study Characteristic 2. When Adam gets the questionnaire in the mail, he has no problem filling out the questions asking about the extent to which the company makes use of various HRM practices that make up the HRM system. However, Adam's answers are only mostly right. He does not realize that several of their junior attorneys think that KH&I's offering of learning and development opportunities is just window dressing. With the hours they are required to put in with their regular work, they barely have time to sleep and maintain personal hygiene. This group of junior attorneys feels the firm's commitment to continuous learning and development is just something used to attract and hire better employees. Carla, a legal assistant, keeps tabs on all office politics. If she were to fill out the questionnaire, she would know about the junior attorneys and would rate development HRM practices lower than Adam. She also believes that KH&I actually pays lower than average. She is unaware that management has an unofficial policy of paying above market average, so she would mark pay and benefits items much lower than Adam. Study Characteristic 3. When Biff receives the questionnaire, he diligently spends an hour filling it out. However, in a company the size of SGM, boiling down the HRM system to a few numbers is next to impossible. First, with such a diverse mix of businesses, HRM strategies differ among subsidiaries. SGM's construction materials firm has a strategy based on innovation, and therefore hires creative, experienced employees and encourages collaboration and knowledge sharing. On the other hand, their jewelry retailer subsidiary has a strategy centered on marketing, and most employees work in retail stores, and the HRM focus is about containing employee-related costs. Of course, even in a relatively small firm like KH&I, there is bound to be some measurement error. For example, as office manager, Adam knows more about how the clerical staff is managed rather than the attorneys and paralegals. However, the measurement of the HRM system will be significantly more valid as compared to Supergiant Mega.